Welcome back to the Bible Reading Project. Today is Thursday. We're reading Luke 18.
Luke, are you enjoying it?
It's good.
You said you had a headache. Are you okay?
I'm good.
You eat too much? You not eat too much? You drinking enough water? I want to be your mother for a minute. Are you drinking enough water, Ryan?
I think so.
Are you sleeping enough?
Yeah.
Mom, I'm asking him hard questions. Are you eating but good?
I think so.
What did you have for lunch?
Wasabi.
Okay. Wasabi where they cook in front of you, the little guy? Dude, loaded with butter and sodium
Yeah.
and MSG.
Yeah.
That's probably why right now you feel pregnant like you have a headache. Go ahead and chug some water because probably every bit of water in your body has been sucked out by the sodium of the... What did you get, steak, chicken, or shrimp?
Steak.
Steak. Yeah, that's even worse. That's why you have it. I thought for a minute the devil was attacking you because you're doing the Bible reading. No, you ate wasabi. Mother, I'm so sorry that your son ate wasabi and has a headache, and now he's trying to blame the devil. I bless you. 8 verses long. Let's jump in. I'm going to read it, and then I want to talk to you. Here's what I want to talk about. How do we never give up when we're such emotional beings? All right. One day, Jesus told his disciples a story to show. This is Luke 18, 8 verses. How they should always pray and never give up. There was a judge in a certain city, and he said, who neither feared God or cared about people. And a widow of that city came to him repeatedly saying, give me justice in this dispute with my enemy. The judge ignored her for a while, but finally he said to himself, I don't fear God, I don't care about people, but this woman's driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice because she's wearing me out with her constant requests. And the Lord said, learn a lesson from this unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on earth who have faith? Here's what we've been talking about. Never give up.
Right.
But because we're human beings, and Jesus said you should always pray, here's what we've landed on. The moment you quit praying, you're going to give up. The moment you say, God doesn't care, like this unjust judge, he does not care about me. God's got other things. I've been begging him constantly. I've been wearing God out with my prayers. My marriage is no better. My health is no better. My kids are no better. My job is no better. My health is no better. I'm wearing God out. I'm done.
Yeah.
God is going to do what God's going to do. Forget it. We get emotional. Once we get emotion and our emotions get involved, we feel like God doesn't care. We give up. And there's really, we even said, what is the time frame for a Christian? If you're a Christian believer, what believer would ever give up?
Yeah.
The very fact that you say you believe says you believe there's a being bigger than you that's called God that made the universe. But now you're pouty and you're giving up because it's been a year, because it's been 5 years, because it's been 2 years, because it's been 30 years, because it's been 25 years, 100 years. So we really tried to answer, when should we give up? And then this is what Jesus said, you don't. He said, my goal is I hope when I get there, nobody's given up.
Right.
All right. So here's how I think we not give up. Let's put it up there. This is what I want to chat about. You'll never give up. All right. Never.
Yeah.
If you believe that God is just.
Right.
Explain that in your own words. You'll never, I'll read it again. You'll never give up if you really believe God is just. Because in this passage, Jesus connects the woman's request to this unjust guy.
Yeah, right.
Who doesn't even care about people, doesn't even care about God. But she keeps knocking, right? Knock. He goes, woman, you're wearing me out. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. I'm going to give you what you've been wanting.
Yeah.
And then Jesus, in some weird way, connects that to understanding that God is not just a father. He doesn't just give you everything you want, right?
Right.
But he gives what he wants. Explain that. You'll never give up if you believe that God is just.
Yeah, I think just means, that fair, that there is a balance of fairness in the sense of this is what's right and this is what's wrong, this is what's truth and this is what's not. And God is just, that it is true. It is always right,
fair.
Always fair, always right, always true. And so that no matter, and what I want or what I'm asking for is not always from that standpoint. Is not always. Sometimes I may be asking for something good, but it's from a motive of selfishness. It's really for me, not for what I'm asking for, or not even for God. It's really just about Ryan. And so I guess that's, if it's really, I believe that God is supposed to be at my beck and call, then I don't believe that God is just. I believe that He's my butler, not a justice. And so I think that's what it means, that God is, no matter what, He is going to be just. And
yeah, I don't say most, but a lot of believers who are Christian believers, we love to talk about God as a father. He's a good father, right? And almost like anything you need, God will give you.
Right.
Anything you want, ask Him, He'll give you, which is cool. Have no problem with that. But if we're not careful, we become spoiled, rotten children who, if God doesn't give me what I want, when I ask Him, I give up.
Right.
Right? Because that's the only reason we would give up. We would never give up because God's unfaithful. We would never give up because God is mean or unjust. We only give up, this is my opinion, when God doesn't do life the way I think He should do my life.
Yeah, right.
When I don't get my prayer answered in the time I want it answered, and when I don't get what I want out of God, I'm mad. I'm a little ticked off kid. And matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and become an agnostic and an atheist because He didn't do it my way, and He didn't answer, and He didn't in my time frame. And we lose faith. We give up. And the reason we lose faith is not that we don't believe God's a father, but we don't believe that He's also a judge. Now, the moment we declare God is a father and a judge, okay, He's both equally well, I should say.
Yeah, right.
And I don't think we have a problem going, God is going to judge the world. Like, oh, so you better get saved and He'll be your father.
Yeah.
Like He ceases to be a judge once He becomes a father. He's both equally well. So there are times as a father, God just lavishes you with what you want. You prayed, okay, there, I bless you. There's other times He's more of a judge. Dude, you're not going to get it right now. I want you to keep, and I'm going to ask you that tomorrow. Why would I keep going to Him if He willingly is not going to give me something?
Yeah, right.
Why do I keep going back? We'll talk about that tomorrow. But today I have to go, I need to come to Him sometimes and go, He's a just judge, and whatever verdict He renders is right.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's think this through a minute.
Okay.
Anytime you talk justice, what we mean by justice is it feels just when you get your way, right?
Right.
When it's your way, justice was served. Let's take OJ. OJ kills Nicole supposedly, right?
right.
And Ron Goldman. OJ, glove doesn't fit, must have quit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It may be before your time. But OJ goes to trial, right?
Right.
And they try OJ. Well, the moment OJ was acquitted, if it don't fit, must have quit.
Yeah.
And OJ gets off. What you had that day was perfect understanding of justice.
Yeah.
You have a whole group of people happy that he got off.
Right.
Man, OJ is free.
Yeah.
I knew he didn't do it.
Right.
And you got a bunch of other people going, dude, our system is broken. He was guilty. To this day, he's still guilty, right?
right.
So here's what we must know about justice. We say God is just, and we go, yep, He's just. But what we mean about justice is it only feels just if it goes my way. It never feels like justice when it doesn't go my way. So to say this, if you believe God is just, you'll never give up, is to say this: I will never give up even if it doesn't go my way, because I'm going to continue to go to God. And by me continuing to go to God, it states to Him that I believe His way is always better than my way. But I'm going to keep going back to Him, and I'm going to keep going to talk to Him, and I'm going to keep praying to Him. Even if I'm not seeing my prayer answered in the time I want to see it answered, I'm going to go back because His judgment is always right.
Right.
So if it's not being answered, it's right. If it's answered late, it's right. If it's answered 10 years from now, it's right. If it's never answered, it's right. I just keep going back because I know He's always right. And I keep talking to Him, and I know He's right, not because I'm getting what I want, but He's right because He's a just judge, right? And once I decide that, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to always go back to Him and talk to Him and request and knock on the door and go, God, remember, this is what I need.
Yes.
But if I don't get it, I'm not going to curse Him.
Right.
If I don't get it, I'm not going to throw in the towel, because I'm just going to say, you know what? He's a judge. He's always right. And I'm just going to keep praying to Him anyway. I love what you said, because I just believe.
Yeah.
I believe that what He says is true, and I'm going to trust it. So tomorrow, I want to just bring out this whole thinking of not only are we trying to not give up, but understanding His justice, but really how to come to what is justice this way when it doesn't go my way.
It's good.
All right? Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.